Anyone with even the smallest appreciation for music in Trinidad and Tobago knows of the reputation of the Lydian singers. One of the most popular and lauded choirs in this country has left the echoes of their astonishing and haunting performances on many stages. Since the members of the choir first began their practices in 1979, they've been led by strong, influential, creative women, starting with their founder, legendary Bishop Anstey High School music mistress, Joyce Spence.
We got some of our students together, all girls, it was an all-ladies choir. Most of them were from Bishop, so there were some girls from outside as well. And that's how it started.
Well, I went to the first music festival that the Lydians, only 20 members were in the group. And I was amazed at how wonderful they were. And I never asked to join, but Mrs. Spence did. And she, in those days, did adjudication. You just couldn't join. So I was glad to be there and won the sopranos and have been ever since. Quite happy to be. I've never missed a Christmas concert.
The Lydians take us to a place which is very spiritual, but very uplifting and says so much about what our society is and can be. And so people should grab the opportunity whenever the Lydians come to a community near them to go and hear them, not just for Christmas, but whenever they put on other concerts of various kinds of music. So powerful, so uplifting.
Skilled musician Alma Peer followed Joyce Spence. She carried on the tradition of female leadership, diversifying the musical repertoire of the choir and arranging for them to perform on the radio. The legendary Pat Bishop followed in Miss Peer's footsteps.
She came in 1987, and she came in specifically to take the group to the music festival for that year. So it was a lot of hard work when she came in. A lot of us were intimidated by the sight of this lady. So she came in and she was very disciplined. It was a little different to what we were accustomed to. She took us to the music festival. We won almost everything we entered in the festival. And luckily for us, she decided to stay and be the musical director from then on.
Pat Bishop certainly enhanced the course to success the Lydians were already taking, bringing her own unique and vigorous influence to the development of a true local phenomenon.
I came in around the time that Pat Bishop started with the choir, and she kind of changed things up a bit. She was a very dynamic person, of course. She stopped having auditions for membership of the choir, so whoever wanted to could come and just sing. So she felt that it was important to have people who wanted to sing to be able to sing without having the pressure of, I have to make it through this audition. Very creative person. She was a historian, an artist, a musician, and she brought all of that to her music with the Lydians. So she was very innovative, always wanted to try something new, incorporate, of course, the African drumming, the folk traditions of the country, the tassa. We also had Indian classical singing, all kinds of things that were brought to, of course, the Lydian singers, including one particular genre of classical music that she found was a very good blend. The Baroque period of classical music she found worked very well with the pans. Pat Bishop heard me and she said she wants to work with me. So I said, okay, cool. And she basically transformed everything. And you have to be willing to make some sacrifices. You have to condition yourself physically, mentally, emotionally in order to do it, but it is worth it. It's very rewarding to be able to, that connection that you get on stage with your audience as you perform, as you communicate with them, and you get that feedback from them, it is wonderful.
I make sure to find out where they're singing, when they're singing, and I get tickets to come. It was out of this. I love the Lydians. Their voices are full body, they're rich, they sound beautiful.
And I think they're going from strength to strength. There's a lot of youngsters coming into the choir now, so you're feeling the richness of that. And that's good. So it says that the Lydians are here for a while and they're getting better and better. I really think that they should be exporting this talent. It's bigger than just Trinidad. This is a Broadway show we just saw here, and I think they should take it outside.
Without a doubt, Pat Bishop was a true musical talent, and she inspired her choir to reach for the stars.
Most of us were interested in becoming better singers. And the choir as a whole wanted to be a great choir. So it was a combination of two things, like two storms getting together. She was ready to do that kind of work, and we were ready for her. And it went on like that for years. We did 5 operas with her. We entered the music festival again and again and again with the same results. We always topped everything. The group just blossomed into this fantastic group of singers.
When Pat saw me and said, I think you need to come and sing and do some work with us in Lydians, so that was about at least 10 or 12 years ago. Not too long, but because there's some members who have been here for a lifetime in comparison to me, so that I feel that I am very honored to have been asked by Pat herself to come and join and to start to choreograph, because dance is really one of my first loves, and so that for me it was an honor. And then she said, well, why are you not going to sing? So I said, well, I don't know if I can sing. She said, of course you can sing. So get in there. Where would you like to sing? I said, I don't want to be a screeching one. That means the high sopranos, but I prefer to be an alto. So I'm in the alto section. Once you become a member, you're a member of a family. Secondly, I think that the level of performance and the level of singing quality is absolutely superb. And to be a Lydian is an honor for me.
Because of their all-inclusive attitude, the Lydians have brought together many individuals from diverse backgrounds and varying ages.
There were a few highlights. Well, I love the solos in particular. I love the parang, and what I loved about the Venezuelan conductor was that he incorporated our local talent into it, which I've never really seen anybody do before with international music. So I honestly thought it was an excellent performance. I think that the creativity was really there. Honestly, I would recommend anybody who was interested in music, interested in art, or even not that interested, who just doesn't even understand the amount of talent we have down here, I would recommend they come, because I think it was a really good exhibition, and it really made me feel proud to call myself a Trinidadian. So,
coming to see the Lydians concert is sort of an annual tradition for my mum and I. So this is the 3rd time we've been, and I think we'll be back probably for many, many years. We have our favorite singers, really like Eddie Cumberbatch and Joanna Pyle and Janine Charles Ferre. And I work within the artistic community. A lot of these people are my peers, and so it's a real pleasure to see them in their element. Something my mom and I really appreciate is how syncretic culturally the performances are, how they interweave various aspects of our culture. We really enjoy the TASA. We like that it's very inclusive and warm. So we're definitely Lydians people.
But we're getting old, you know. Right now, we're trying to get more younger people involved in the choir, because we need to carry on the legacy of the choir.
I was a part of Postcard, and I used to hear them sing while in class, and that's what drew me to becoming part of this group. So being a part of the Lydian Singers is a blessed opportunity. I mean, this is the first time I'm doing this, first time ever performing on the stage. Yes, the feeling of backstage is anxious. We're all anxious. I mean, this is a big concert, and when we reach on stage, we realize what these people are here to see us. So we have to put on a fantastic show for all of them.
At present, there are 80 active members in the Lydian choir, several dormant members, and members who reside abroad. Wherever they are and wherever they roam, they are all Lydians.
Every so often I try to get back here to sing with the Lydians, both for Christmas and any other time I can, actually. I especially like Christmas because it's a very joyous time of the year, and where I live now, it's not exactly the same. It's not celebrated the same, so I love coming back to enjoy Christmas here. And especially the Lydians, because we are so family-oriented, and you feel the love all around every time you are with them. So, and I know every time I come here, I get this huge feeling of appreciation, okay, from them, because they never forget their older members. So I adore coming here, every time I can, and I made a promise once to Pat Bishop that every opportunity I get to come and sing with the Lydians, I would. So I'm trying to uphold that promise.
Besides reaping awards in the musical festival every year, the Lydians have incorporated local music into their repertoire and collaborated with musical celebrities to create truly unique compositions.
So we were lucky to work with many of the major field orchestras like Desperados, also worked with Renegades, Phase 2, Skiffle Bunch from South. We did an opera with in the Skiffle Bunch, Paniad. We worked with a lot of parents. And individuals like David Rudder. We did an album with David. The Power and the Glory, that was a little while now.
In keeping with their dedication to music and sharing their musical talents, the Lydians work to bring the music into our communities, and they're striving to bring their spirited sounds to as many people as possible.
We sing on a lot of weddings, we sing on a lot of funerals, we go to different districts and sing, so yes, without a doubt. And we have people from all over Trinidad. I'm an alto, and I can tell in the choir, the altos, we are a bunch that is unique in this choir in terms of we have had our birthday clubs, our getting together, meeting at people's homes, and a lot of us have grown into friendships and so on has developed because of our years together.
I think it is a highlight point for the Christmas season in any calendar. There's so much celebration of music, because a lot of times you see people not feeling the spirit of Christmas. And Lydians strive to preserve that tradition, not only in Trinidad, but among the Caribbean. We sing in different languages sometimes. It's something really to see. It shouldn't be missed.
I've loved Lydians all my life. I wanted to join. I was telling her I always wanted to join. But then just when I asked about joining and I got the okay, I had a baby. So, you can't have Christmas without the Lydians. I'm serious. You can't. This really started Christmas for me. Really, truly. I really felt great. Wonderful.
Music has always been a love of mine, particularly performance. For me, it is a way of bringing some balance back into my life because I have a job that is extremely stressful. For me, it's important to feel that creative side of me. I think your soul kind of withers if you just working and not doing anything. Lydians in particular because while we strive for excellence, for us it's a ministry as well. And there's a warmth and a joy and a family spirit in this group that makes me comfortable, and it's a safe space for me to just relax and unwind when I'm just another person in the tunnel.
There's a spirit there that Pat left with us, and it lives on in the group. Even though young people come into the group, they get the spirit from the older people, right? And since she died, we have done performances to her standard. We still have people jumping up to applaud the choir as in Pat's days. That is what we would like to continue doing. And we will do it.